Well, as we know that Rajouri Poonch area is one of the most volatile areas, as even security forces unfortunately have lost lives multiple times. At least 40% of casualties of security forces in the last year itself have happened in Rajouri Poonch district. So if I could give our viewers a little insight into exactly where this ambush has happened that has unfortunately killed 4 of our Jawans. I'm going to take you through the map here that shows the Jammu and Kashmir terror attack in Rajouri Poonch. This is Dera Ki Gali. Exactly here is where the ambush has happened. It's very close to Rajouri. Srinagar is about 143 kilometers away and Jammu about 173 kilometers away. So right in the midpoint, Dera Ki Gali in Rajouri is where this attack has happened. Now, unfortunately, 4 of our Jawans have passed away. They've been martyred, and 2 of them are said to be critical. The army convoy was heading towards Baflias. That's precisely where they were heading towards for a joint operation to counter terror attacks there in that area. But that's when they were ambushed right en route. This is Dera Ki Gali where they were ambushed, and their route was towards Baflias. The army convoy was targeted right at these spots. In fact, this is Dera Ki Gali. The ambush has happened right here, and it appears that the terrorists were keeping a close track and did an entire recce in this entire region here, all the way from Dera Ki Gali to Baflias in Rajouri, knowing very well that our army personnel are going to be moving in their convoys in this very region. And that's when they have ambushed 2 of our army vehicles and killed 4 of our Jawans. Now, this is basically where the terrorists fire from the hilltop. This is Dera Ki Gali. These are areas where firing has taken place from this region. And I did mention 4 of our Jawans have been killed. 2 of them are injured. Now, as we know, Jammu and Kashmir terror attack in the last year itself, 40 of the casualties, or 40% of the casualties of security forces have all happened in the same Rajouri Poonch district. So it's become an anomaly, a problem for security forces, the hilly terrain becoming a real challenge for them. And despite enough and more security presence there, it appears brazen terrorists are still trying to maneuver in those areas. And it seems like that's the weak link even for our security forces. But yet we know that our army has been fighting back in measure. In fact, we know that there have been at least 17 terrorists who've been killed, and our terror, in fact, terror itself in that entire region has dropped drastically in the last couple of years compared to that to now. We understand that there have been 117 casualties so far in compared to over 180 that happened last year and much more the year before that. So terror and militancy itself by and large has dropped in Jammu and Kashmir, but we're seeing the Rajouri Poonch region becoming a real menace. Now, if I can take you through the 2023 attacks. In December alone, December 2023, 21st, like I did mention, what happened just yesterday was an army truck that was ambushed by terrorists in Poonch, Jammu and Kashmir. And then we have November 22nd, the same year, 2 army officers and 3 soldiers who were killed in Rajouri, Jammu and Kashmir, again in the same region, who are trying to fight off terrorists. September 13, 2023, a terror encounter that happened in Anantnag, Jammu and Kashmir. Again, if I could take you through multiple other attacks, including Colonel Manpreet Singh, who was killed in a gunfight. We know that Major Ashish Donchak, a fine officer who was killed in a gunfight. Humayun Muzammil Butt, Deputy Superintendent of Police of Jammu and Kashmir. He, aiding with the Indian Army to fight those terrorists, also killed in the gunfight.